So good morning, welcome back. We are on Tuesday, day 6 of our class. Today is block day, so remember, you only see periods 1, 3, and 5. So you should be in period 3 right now with me. So this is our agenda for today. What we have, this is pretty much the general structure, if you haven't realized by now, announcements, and then our work for the day, and then signing off. So today we have a project for chapter 1. We start chapter 2 with vocabulary. You will have a vocabulary quiz for chapter 1, and then signing off at the end as usual. So just some quick announcements. If you have not seen your emails yet, why? You should. Remember, I went over etiquette. You should be checking your emails at least twice a day. Download it on your phone. It should already be on your phone. Link it to your school email. Check your email at least twice a day. I sent out an email last night around 8:30 talking about the BC enrollment form. I gave you very detailed instructions. Make sure you read it very carefully and very thoroughly. Read the entire email. Don't just skim over it and think you know what you're doing. Please read it completely. I also recorded a tutorial showing you how to use Kami, the extension on Google Chrome, to help you fill out that form. I do need it back by Thursday by 4 p.m. You will need a parent or a guardian to sign the form as well as you are signing the form. And you have to make sure you type in the correct CRN number. And I went over all of that in the email. So please, if you have not checked your email, check your email, read it over carefully, watch the tutorial. And then if you happen to have a parent there, you have time to do it right now. You can turn it in. There is a post in Google Classroom for you to turn it in as an assignment because it will count as credit. You cannot get units if you do not have 2 things done. 1 is your online registration with BC, and 2 is that enrollment form, which brings me to my next announcement. BC will probably not be here on Thursday. Most likely they will be here next week. So if you have still not gotten your Social Security because you keep forgetting, please try to grab that by the next time I see you next week. Next announcement that I have is remember that tomorrow you can start picking up your workbooks for this class. Those of you who live in Wasco, you can go to the student parking lot between 8 a.m. and noon to pick that up. If you live in Lost Hills, you have 2 different spots and 2 different times. You can pick up your workbook at the Fresno bus stop between 11:30 and 12:10 p.m. or at the trailer park entrance between 12:15 and 1 p.m. And then Friday is a makeup day for all students. If you happen to miss Wednesday or Thursday, you have to go to the school main office, and the ladies in the office will get you that workbook. So that is posted in Google Classroom in the feed. It is the first post. If you need to look at the details again or you forget anything that I said, it's all posted there. You do need to go pick up your workbook. I do apologize that it was not included in your care package when you picked up your stuff at the beginning of the school year. Did I start? I think I told you about grades already. I did not have a chance to update grades last night. I had a crazy day yesterday, so I will get grades updated. Hopefully I'll have a chance to do that today while you're working. If not, definitely after school, so please be patient with me. Right now, things are crazy. I have lots of things to do, normal teacher stuff, so just be patient with me. Grades turnaround right now is anywhere from 2 to 5 days. So I do apologize if your grade is not reflecting that you turned something in, but I will get it updated. Trust me, I will do it. Okay, that's it for announcements. All right, so let's talk about your chapter 1 project. So at the end of every chapter, I try to have some kind of culminating project or assignment where you kind of think about what you did and put it into use or into practice. So at the end of my 10-year plan, at the end of chapter 1, your final activity was to come up with your own definition of what success means to you. Now, if you haven't finished chapter 1 yet in my 10-year plan, you're going to work on that right now. And you're going to get that done before you start chapter 1 project. Okay, so if you have not finished my 10-year plan chapter 1, you're going to do that first, and then you're going to start on this project. So what you're going to do is you can either use a doc, a drawings, or a slides. You're going to open it up and you're going to create a poster and it's called a vision board using your definition of success. You're going to type your quote in large font across the slide. You can put it anywhere on the slide that you want. It just needs to be large enough to be seen and that the pictures that you're going to put on there are not covering it. You're going to put a lot of photos on there or a lot of doodles, whatever. Like if you like to draw, you can put doodles on there. You're going to put images of things that represent success to you. It needs to be completely covered. It needs to be like a collage. I don't want to see any white on there. Any background is what I mean. It needs to have a photo of you, at least one photo of you. You can take a photo on your phone and then upload it. You can use an older photo of you that maybe you already have uploaded because some of you don't like to take selfies. You can take a picture with your Chromebook webcam and upload that. You can steal your photo off of Aries and copy and paste it if you happen to have one in Aries, because I don't know when we're doing school photos. It's up to you, but it does need to have a photo of you. And then you're going to submit it via Google Classroom. The post will be up in just a second where you can submit it, and it will be a credit, no credit. Now I'm going to go over it in more detail right now because I had a lot of questions about it last period. Now this is something that you would have done on paper in class in person. So I don't have any digital representations to show you because of that, because they're all paper and they're all in my classroom. And I'm not teaching in my classroom, so I can't like hold up what I mean. So I'm going to just walk you through a quick example of me just putting one together really fast. To log into my 10-year plan, okay? Then in chapter 1, the last activity you did was definition of success. When you click and open that, you're just going to copy and paste what you have here. If you have not completed it, you're going to do that right now. So remember, you have a list here. The list is posted in Google Classroom. You can pull up that slide so that way you don't have to do all the ones that you don't need to do. Complete it, get it done. This was due Monday at 6 p.m. This was due yesterday, so you are now late. You're going to copy and paste whatever definition you had here. You can open up either a slide, a doc, a drawing, whatever you want. I'm going to open up a slide. I just like to do posters and things like that in slides. It's just, I feel like it's easier and more friendly, but it's personal preference, so it's up to you. So I'm going to open up a new blank slides. Let me get rid of this box. I'm going to use the second box, the subtitle. I suggest putting a background to this because when you put photos, it's going to be hard to read the text. The way that you do that is you click on your text box up here in the middle where my cursor is. It says fill color. It's a little bucket dripping out paint. You're going to click on that and you can pick a little background color and see it'll fill in the back. And then you can change your text color by clicking on the A with the bar underneath it. And then you can pick a different color. And then of course you can go crazy with all sorts of different things. So like, yeah, it doesn't look good in all capitals. It's my fault for writing in all capitals. Anyways, okay, so that's step 1 down. You have your definition of success on there in large font somewhere. You can put it in the middle, on the top. Honestly, it does not matter. You can go crazy. Now you need to start inserting images. I suggest you use insert image. Why? Because when you just Google something and rip it off, you're violating copyright laws. If you search through here, the images that pop up do not have a copyright infringement on them. They're free to use. It's common something. Common license, common use, something like that. Anyway, you can use it without ripping it off, without plagiarism, without getting in trouble. Can you do custom photos? Yes, you can do custom photos. Go crazy, as long as it's school appropriate. So for definition of success, and you start adding photos that define success for you. So for me, successful for me is being remembered in the history books, like coming up with a scientific theorem that would be remembered like on the level of Einstein. So I'm going to put Einstein, a photo of Einstein. So I like the photo where he's sticking out his tongue because he's being silly. Bam, photo 1 done. Then you start thinking about other things that have to do with the definition you put on there. Maybe another part of success is like having a family. Click and drag. Bam. Second photo done. You're going to keep filling it up like a collage. And then of course you can get all fancy and like change the angles and the sizes and the placements and stuff. If you don't want it to be like covering your text, I'm going to show you a quick editing thing. So like say you want it to go behind here, click on the box of your text, right click on it, click on order, bring to front, bring to front, and it'll put it in front of the picture. So whatever you put in here will go to the front of whatever the last thing was on there. So like if I bring this photo of this family in here, it's gonna put it on top of everything because it's the most recent thing. But if I right click on it and do order, send to back, everything else is gonna be in front of it. So that's just a little editing trick and tip. So you're gonna go through and put it on here, and then of course for your photo, it just depends on where you store it. For me, it's on my drive. So you just go to insert and then go to drive. See, and I have a photo of me right here, and you just click and drag it over. And of course, resize it unless you're a narcissist and you really love yourself, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, some of you don't like to take photos of yourself. You can make your photo smaller, but I want to see your face. Don't make it like, because some of you get smart and you make your photo like this big. Then you're like, bam, miss my photos on there. Like, no, that don't count. This isn't Where's Waldo. Okay, that's pretty much it. And then you just keep putting photos. I'm not gonna sit here and do it the whole time putting photos on here, but that's pretty much it. And then just make it look nice. Because what I'm gonna do is when we go back into the classroom, I'm gonna print them out and put them up around the room to display them. So that's what you have to work on. And then once you're done with that, then chapter 2 vocabulary will also be posted in Google Classroom in just a second. Okay, so you have all this time right now to work on your missing assignments plus your new assignments. So as you notice, things are going to start piling up on you if you start getting behind. Every time you see me, we're going to have new assignments. So if you're like, I'll just do it later, it's going to snowball, it's going to get out of hand, and you're going to feel like you're never going to catch up, you're never going to get your assignments done, and then you're going to give up and you're going to fail, and then you're going to have an F, and you're not going to get your units for college, and then you have to repeat this class because you have to pass this class in order to graduate high school. And then you don't want to be that junior or senior in a freshman level class. Okay, so you have your Chromebook scavenger hunt if you still have not done that, your Flipgrid intro video if you still have not done that. After that, you have your chapter 1 vocabulary if you still have not turned that in. You have your chapter 1 to do in my 10-year plan. And then you have your chapter 1 project, and then you have chapter 2 vocabulary. Anyway, we have time, no more time, so don't leave yet. Just really quick, remember you can pick up your workbooks tomorrow for students who live in Wasco, Thursday for Lost Hills. Chapter 1 was due yesterday. Please get that completed and turned in. It is late now, but it will not count as late if you can get it into me today. Your quiz will be live at 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, you can start taking your vocab quiz. It is open notes. Make sure you get your vision board to me. It is due before next class session, so 8 a.m. on Thursday. Make sure you get any missing assignments to me. Do your BC enrollment form. If you need help, the next 20 minutes are for you. Like if Cammy's not working, the extension's not working, the BC enrollment form, you're having trouble filling it out, stay in here with me for the next 20 minutes, or you can leave and come back. Otherwise, I will see you on Thursday. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.